Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for How to Get Away with Murder, Season 6, Episode 2. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so Annalise is back to work, okay? And it is the last semester before the students graduate. She's her regular mean and grouchy self. She's letting them know about this new case, something about helping an illegal immigrant. Now, this is a competitive class, so the students want to know about Laurel in her eyebrows and Michaela's spot. Can they have them? Well, just to mention Michaela's name brings back memories for Annalise when she confronted her about knowing her daddy. She got that poke in her hand, and she is threatening to kill Annalise if she don't tell her what's up. Annalise says, I promise you, I did not know that was your daddy. I did not choose you because of your daddy. I was just an intern. It's just a coincidence, okay? If you stop wielding the damn poker, then maybe we could have a conversation. Michaela just says, it's real sad that you think that I'm stupid enough to believe that. I was like, I don't believe it either, Michaela. Yeah, anyway, in class, though, Annalise is still going to cover her spot. No, Michaela's out sick, but Asher can have Laurel in her eyebrow spot, because that bitch is out of here. After class, Annalise asks Asher and Connor where Michaela is. She's still at home trying to find out about her damn daddy with Oliver. And of course, everybody is still trying to figure out why they were all picked by Annalise. Annalise is never going to tell. I mean, maybe we'll find out at the end of the season. But anyway, she just tells them, yeah, because you guys are all my secret children. Okay, and I was like, girl, no truer words have been spoken. So we see Michaela. She's at home with Oliver. Like I said, they're trying to track her father. They track him to Louisiana. Looks like he did some jail time there, and then they lost track of him after 2005. Okay, she says, oh, he must have got lost after Katrina. So she calls Annalise and she says, yeah, my dad was in Louisiana in jail until 2005. They lost track of him unless you did something to him. Annalise even tries to threaten her, says, you know what, you need to stop this. I'm gonna drop you from the class. And Michaela was like, and I will tell the board that you were at rehab. Annalise cuts her little slack, gets off the phone with her, and then there go gorgeous Gabe mama. We gonna call her Gigi mama. There go Gigi mama. Who you done pissed off now? So now Annalise got something else that she got to worry about. Damn Gigi mama. So of course she's confronting Annalise about talking to gorgeous Gabe, and she gives us this whole bitter scorned wife routine about Sam leaving and being with Annalise, but Sam actually wanted to be with Gigi mama, okay? She was the one who told him that he couldn't come back, and that's the only reason why Annalise had him, okay? Whatever makes you feel good, girl. Annalise ain't got time for this shit. She's walking off, and then she says, did you kill Sam? And Annalise was like, look, bitch, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Now we see fine ass Frank. He's at the bank. He's trying to, appeal to the sensitivities of a bank teller, because supposedly he is Laurel in her eyebrows fiance, and he can't find her, and he has this key to the safety deposit box. I'm sure this is for here, right? She was like, yeah, she's not supposed to tell, but she goes on because she feels bad for him. Yes, it is a box here. Yes, Laurel and her eyebrows own this box along with another family member. He was like, well, who was it? He starts naming out names, and she says, well, since you can't prove that you're related to her, I can't tell you anything further. Annalise has the students down to the office to discuss this case, and of course gorgeous Gabe is there. She pulls him in the office and she says, your mom is in town. He was like, what does she want? I don't know. What does she say? Listen, you need to go talk to her. As soon as gorgeous Gabe goes to I guess find his mama, here comes Steen. You guys have asked me many times why I call her Steen, and I thought everybody know, but I have to remember that a lot of people just start watching me or didn't watch or didn't pay attention. Steen is Ernestine. There was a show called Underground that used to be on like what's the name of that station, y'all? WBN, WSB, whatever it was, about the slaves. Okay, the runaway slaves. She was on there. Her character was named Steen. Even though it only lasted a season or two, that character of hers has burned into my brain, and so I always look at her as Steen, which she was a very similar character on there. Of course she was a slave, but she was very strong, even very sexy, a woman that's in charge. So it's kind of like we just got her over here at How to Get Away with Murder, but I still see her as Steen, even though her name is, what's her name? What is it, y'all? Tegan. That's why I call her Steen. Anyway, Steen sees her, girl, she's back. You know, she's happy to see her. Oh, she's ready for some good girl gossip. Girl, these men been so mad at me for stealing Emmett's office. They act like I really stole something. While she's talking, about to get settled, Annalise gets a call or a text message. Yeah, you need to be at the house in 15 minutes. So she's like, oh, I gotta go. And Steen was like, you gotta go? You just got here. You know, Annalise, I'm sorry, I gotta go. So, you know, Steen was like, damn. I said, listen, Annalise, when all this shit is over and you still alive, please schedule a girls' night out with Steen. She needs some good girlfriend time. Now, Annalise goes home to strategize with Bonnie and Real Nice Nate. And where's Finance Frank? Oh, Bonnie says she don't know, but she'll find him. Okay, anyway. Gigi Mama is here, and we need to scare her ass back to Chicago. So you guys get on it. Let's find something on her that will send her back. Real Nice Nate has still got his foot on Steen's neck. He was like, listen, I wanted to show you this. He pulls out his phone, and it's a picture of Steen working with Laurel and her eyebrows daddy back about 10 years ago, right around the time when she was kidnapped. All right, and they're wondering if she negotiated the deal to get her released. They don't know for a fact, but like I said, he gonna keep his good eye on old Steen. You know, Annalise was like, you really trying to drive me back to drinking, aren't you? Don't need that kind of stress in her life right now. Now, Asher and Connor are working on this case. They get down there. Turns out that their case is a 8-year-old little boy by the name of Hector. Okay, and Hector doesn't speak English. Hector is very scared. He's hiding under the table. They can't talk to him. They can't get through to him. So Steen ain't doing shit else down there at the office. Call her on down. She speaks Spanish. All right. So when she gets there and Asher tells her what they need her for, she was like, nigga, do you know I am a fucking partner? I ain't got time to be fucking around with nobody around here for a translator. He says he's an 8-year-old kid. He's very, very cute. So she breaks down. So she goes in there, sits down on the floor with him, and she's trying to talk to him about, you know, where he came from, why won't he speak, you know, and they're trying to get him to draw something. So he actually draws a man, a pretty good man, you guys, and the man is holding a gun. He looks real scary. They're like, oh, what is this? Okay. And the little boy goes on further to draw ice on this. I said, oh, that Shonda always gonna find a way to wrap a political message up in this show. So yeah, this is the ICE agent that he's terrified of. Now, Gorgeous Gabe is looking for Gigi Mama. He calling her, she ain't answering the phone. Okay. He don't have much time to worry about it though, because this is his first experience with Michaela and her neuroticism. She is just so over the top and annoying as usual. Okay, she come busting in. All right, she blaming him for helping, you know, making her want to find her daddy, and you know she trying to find him, she can't find him, you know, this, that, and the other. So now she wants to have sex, any old excuse to have it. You know, he stops her and says, my mom is here. Well, she's not here right now, but she's in the city, you know. But then knock, 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 knock. Oh, she actually is there. You know, they jump up. Mama come busting in, got an attitude. I was like, is anybody else confused on the way that Gorgeous Gabe depicted his mother all this time? They made it seem like the woman was fragile, that the woman was, you know, at her wit's end, you know, that we had to treat her like a delicate flower and all of this. And Mama is none of these things. So it's taken me a while to kind of, you know, get this mama that I was thinking of along with this mama that's on the damn show. So she was like, Michaela, do you live here? She says no. She says, well, can you leave so I can talk to my son? Okay, Michaela leaves on out. Gigi Mama mad that Gorgeous Gabe been sitting around talking to Annalise, okay, shooting the shits. He was just like, listen, you are mad at my dad, Sam. Don't try to take it out on Annalise. And that's the only reason why I came here, was to learn more about my dad. You lied to me. You wouldn't tell me nothing about him. She was like, I did not lie. He said, I did. You did. You made it seem like he never wanted to come back, and I met him. She's like, you met him? Yep, I met him when I was 11 years old. I saw him in the hallway. Okay, Granny didn't tell you? Oh, no, Granny didn't tell me. But, you know, I'm so sorry about that. Listen, I know I didn't tell you anything about him back then, but I'm here now. Gigi Mama will tell you whatever you want to know about your no-good-ass daddy. He was like, nope, not right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to need you to get to stepping. Get to stepping. And she was like, baby, no. And he says, I'm not your baby. I'm a grown-ass man. Please treat me like that. Okay, so he put old Gigi Mama out. Connor and Asher go back to Annalise. They mad that she didn't tell him that, you know, this was an 8-year-old child that didn't even talk. All right, she was like, listen, some people don't even meet their defendant, client until they go to court. So just be glad you was able to even meet them beforehand. They get to whining as usual, and Annalise is particularly annoyed today. So they were like, listen, what's up? We can tell something's going on. She say Gigi mama is in town. Okay, so the boys take it on home, and they're trying to figure out if, Gigi mama might be working with the FBI. Is she also a mole like the way that Gorgeous Gabe was? They tossing it around a little bit, and Michaela comes in. She says, look, I got something to tell you guys, but you gotta promise you don't tell Annalise. Okay, we're not gonna tell her. What's up? Well, Gorgeous Gabe told me that he killed Gigi mama's boyfriend back in the day. I said, well, look at that. Isn't this something that... What is the chances that one murderer would end up with a whole bunch of other murderers and then fall in love with one of the murderers? Child, I tell you, that's kismet right there. Kismet. We see Bonnie. Bonnie's looking through this file that I guess Annalise had Finance Frank do some research on Gigi mama back in the day. She looking through the file. There's one part that says that there was a sealed file. She doesn't know what it is. She can't figure it out. She calls Finance Frank. Hey, where are you? Yeah, I'm busy doing something. What's up? I'm trying to find out about this sealed file in Gigi mama's file. Gigi mama is back. Finance Frank was like, oh God. She was like, well, what's this about the sealed file? He said, I don't know. I never was able to find out. He said, but I gotta go. Okay, you know why he gotta go? Because he's at the jail trying to talk to Laurel and her eyebrows daddy. I said, oh, that Laurel and her eyebrows daddy look good with all that hair, didn't he? You just want to run your fingers through it. All them curls, and they was grays and whites and silvers and everything. So he sat down. At first, I didn't even realize that was the daddy. But I was like, oh, yes, child, nice. Anyway. Finance Frank is trying to figure out where Laurel and her eyebrows is. You know where she is. Daddy was like, I don't know where she is. Do you see where I am? Finance Frank shows him the key to this safety deposit box and was just like, I need you to help me, find her. So first Daddy was about to pay him dust, but you know what? He's intrigued, I guess. So he sits back down and he's talking to him. And, Finance Frank is saying how the box belongs to somebody in the family. So who does the dad think it might be? Daddy was like, oh, I see what's going on here. He said, oh, she about to drive you crazy like she has me too. He said, do you know that girl has never liked me? She has been nothing but hateful towards me from the day she was born. And she just wanted to make sure that I was in pain all the time. He says, and look at how well that worked out. I'm in jail because of her. And as a matter of fact, I bet you she's probably plotting to do it to all of the rest of you. But you know who you should be the most concerned about is that dear, sweet, innocent little boy, Christopher. I even tried to save him, okay? Y'all didn't want me to do that. Now she gone with the baby. Don't nobody know where he is, huh? Other than that she's with her old fucked up ass mama. That's all on you guys, okay? The dad was like, I tried to tell you the bitch was crazy a long time ago. I was just so pleased that they've decided to make Laurel and her eyebrows a villain. At least they gonna let us feel this for the next few episodes. I heard somebody said in my comments that she's only gonna be on a few episodes this season. I was like, thank God for small favors, even though it's a close second to, a pain in the puss that we always got to hear her name. But at least we ain't gotta see her. Maybe at the end of the season, Laurel and her eyebrows will be dead. Now, back at the house, Oliver tells Michaela that he found her father. Okay, he's so excited he busts in while she's getting in the tub or getting out the shower or whatever, and he tells her that he was able to track him because he started this online domestic abuse charity. This charity for domestic abuse victims. Okay, it's an online program, and this is him. She was like, that might not be him. He said, it is him. He has your eyes. I was like, we about to start impinging on Grey's Anatomy, feeling and talking all that touchy-feely shit. He has her eyes, really? Okay, so I guess that really grabbed Michaela now. I just was like, Shonda, bitch. I know Shonda don't write the show. Okay, you guys ain't got to tell me in the comments. We done been through this for 6 seasons. Just let me blame it on Shonda, please. Thank you. Now, next day, we see Annalise, and she's mad that the students ain't got shit on this case, okay? Again, she ain't got much patience, but that's not nothing new. So class is dismissed. Now she's extra grouchy because she need Gorgeous Gabe and Gigi Mama to take their asses on back to Chicago. So she pulls Gorgeous Gabe to the side again. She says, listen, you need to forgive your mama. I know you mad at her about, things that you didn't know, but she was messed up. She was on drugs, she had a lot of problems going on at the time. People make mistakes all the time. You need to forgive her. You need to move on. You need to take it on back to Chicago. Oh, Gorgeous Gabe can't do that. And he don't even want to discuss it with Annalise anymore. So when he leaves off, Aunt Asher comes up to her and he says, hey, I gotta wait for old Gorgeous Gabe to get the hell on out of here. Michaela told us that he killed Gigi Mama boyfriend back in the day. And Annalise was like, no, we're not going to use that. Of course, Asher sees that it's still tearing her apart, that Laurel and her eyebrows is missing. And he was just like, what happened to Laurel and her eyebrows is not your fault. Oh, yeah, tell it to the girl next door. Then, as if her day wasn't going bad enough already, she gets a call from Real Nice Nate. He's like, didn't I tell you not to trust Steen? All right. Oh, listen to that. Real Nice Nate kind of sounds like Bishop Fitz. He tells Annalise that Gigi Mama is meeting with Steen right now. Now, he can't hear what they're saying, but we can. And actually, Gigi Mama just want to know about Steen, about this law office that Annalise work in, and Gorgeous Gabe working there as well. And, Steen doesn't understand how this has anything to do with her and her firm. Why are you talking to me about it? Oh, she just wants to know if Annalise is involved in any crime, if there's any legalese problems, because her son is working there and all of that. As if the partner of the firm is going to tell her that. I was just like, what was the purpose of this conversation? Of course, Steen was just like, lady, I don't know you. Will you please leave me the fuck alone? So Steen leaves her and she goes back and she tells Annalise, okay, I think Gigi Mama might be working with the FBI. They done got her and she coming talking to me about you and asking me all of these questions. Annalise just sitting there looking at her like this. Okay, finally she says, are you playing me? And Steen was like, what? Am I playing? Do you know that I covered for your black ass when you was down at the rehab? Okay, now it's enough that you think that I'm playing you. These people around here think that I killed Emmett. You know what? I ain't got to stand for this, okay? Annalise says, well, why didn't you tell me that you were meeting with Gigi Mama? And she was like, well, the last time I told you something, it threw you into a tizzy and you had to go to rehab, Kind of knocked Annalise back a couple of pegs. She was like, listen, let me tell you something, okay? I'm the only friend that you got around here. You need me as a damn friend way more than I need your ass, okay? So if you feel like you can't trust me, and Annalise was like, nope, I'm sorry. I do trust you. I said, Annalise, now you can't afford to lose Steen too. Plus, we got to keep our good eye on her. What y'all think about Steen? Y'all trust Steen? I trust her about 85%. That other 15 is troubling though. Now we see Michaela, she's following up on her daddy. She goes to the jail that supposedly he was in, and she's nervous about what's about to happen. So she calls her man, Gorgeous Gabe, as a distraction. And he tells her, yeah, I talked to my mom, and, Annalise feels like that I need to go back to Chicago with her. What do you think? And Michaela was like, well, I think that's a choice that, a decision that only you can make. And he was just like, what is this? Are you trying to push me away? I was like, nigga, she just said, that's on you, not me. Plus, she's stressed out right now trying to find out about her daddy. So, he get to going off on her about trying to push him away and all of that. And then they say, okay, come on, lady, we can tell you about your daddy. So she was like, I gotta go. All right, so she goes up to the window, and the people tell her that the daddy was transferred upstate. Okay, upstate New York. So now she got to get on up there. So she rushes it, hightails it on up to upstate New York. And she gets there. It closes at 5 o'clock. Damn the luck. It's 5:03, y'all. And the guard is ready to go the fuck home. Okay, she goes on and on about, no, I drove all the way here. I rushed because I never met my dad and I didn't ever care to meet my dad. But then all of a sudden I found out about my dad and I wanted to meet my dad. And it's very important that I meet him and blah, 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 blah. Okay, how everything is super urgent with Michaela, And the man, she must have caught him on a good day. He was just like, all right, you owe me a 6-pack. He gonna go and find her damn daddy. So she waits and waits, and then he comes back and he says, I found your dad. Success. Let's jump over to Miss Cold Ass. So she's still troubled about this sealed file. She needs to know what's in there. She can't get in there. You know what? Damn it. Fuck it. I'm just going to create some shit, you know. Annalise clearly said find something on her. She didn't say make up some bullshit. So she types up this whole case. All right. And it makes it seem like she had, you know, possession of cocaine, takes it to her boss, the U.S. attorney, and the U.S. attorney is like, why are we even doing this? This is like a low-level, you know, crime. And she was like, yeah, my boss said that we need to, you know, start putting the pressure on low-level offenders, you know, so that's what they doing. So she actually hands this woman this paperwork as if we was not ever going to be able to find out that the shit just showed up out of thin air one day. I said, Miss Cold Ass, what is wrong with you? This is all in that overwhelming quest to always please Annalise. So then she takes that paperwork and she goes to Annalise and she says, look, this is it here. This is the paperwork. You know, she was a drug trafficker, you know, possession of cocaine, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Annalise was like, where'd you get this from? I mean, you know, I am a district attorney. What do you think? You know, she was just like, well, you need to stop this. Okay. Do you want to die? All right. My people down at the rehab said, if we keep on carrying on like this, you gonna die. We gonna die. You need to stop trying to fix everybody's problems instead of your own. I said, well, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Okay. Bonnie says, well, why did you come back, you know, so soon? And please don't say it's because of us. And Annalise was like, well, where the hell else would I be coming back for? Y'all can't do shit for yourselves. That ain't what she says. She says, well, why? Because I love you. You can't accept the fact that I came back because I love you. And Bonnie says, well, I know you love me. I just would like to know that you love yourself too. I said, all this warm and fuzzy love up in the damn room. Okay. But Annalise can't even enjoy it because she was like, Bonnie, they coming for us. All right. The jig is almost over. And it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So everybody need to get themselves prepared. Jumping back to Connor. Connor and Oliver are actually talking to the little boy, or actually in the room with the little boy. You know, he don't talk. Oliver sneaks him some food in, and then he pulls out his cell phone. He's gonna let the little boy play with this app, and the boy snatches it out of his hand and goes under the table, and he FaceTimes his mama. His mama. She's all frantic, like, oh, you know, Hector, you know, Hector got a mama up in Maryland, okay? Connor calls Annalise and lets her know about Marisol. You know, she came to the United States for a better life, and then she sent for her son, and the people that was bringing him up, you know, they got separated at the border from him. So that's why Hector is kind of in this situation that he's in now. So now Connor wants to bring Marisol and put her on the stand and question her, and Annalise was like, no, you know, this is classic ICE. They use children to draw out undocumented parents, you know, so no, we can't put her on the stand. You know, come up with a plan B, okay? And whatever the plan B is, y'all get it together. I ain't got time, you know. She get off the phone and she buying some damn drugs. I say, Annalise, now you not fixing to go on another bender, are you, child? We can't have too many of those. But nope. Next day, Finance Frank does finally show up at her house. Look, I got these drugs. It's methamphetamines. You know, I want you to go on and plant this on Gigi Mama, you know, when you get a chance. And so he takes the bag from her. He puts it down the garbage disposal. He was like, listen, the block too hot. We can't be moving like this right now. She's like, well, where you been anyway? And he says, well, he's, you know, been following up on this safety deposit box key that Laurel and her eyebrows had at the house. So it's hers, and it's along with one of her family members. And she says, it's Wes's. Okay. And then she remembers that Wes had made a file on everything that happened. I guess that he was planning on turning over to the FBI. And that file is probably what is in that safety deposit box. Okay. And this is telling on everything that's happened, you know, Sam, you know, Rebecca, and all of the intricate details. So now we got to get to that damn box with the quickness. But let's jump back to the court case. So Connor's trying the case. He has some fake ICE agents come in there, scared the little boy halfway to death. He jumped back underneath the table. You know, the judge was just like, what is going on? Do you need a break? Nope. I just want you to see how he's terrified of the ICE agents, you know. And, you know, the prosecutors tries to say that he was coaching. He was like, how are we going to coach him? He doesn't even talk, you know. I was like, but he can hear. And we definitely heard him say no. But that's neither here nor there, you know. They have Steen there also as well, and both Steen and Connor argue that the boy has been living in horrible conditions, and that he's been treated unfairly and bloody bloop. And after a couple of wrangling, going back and forth with the prosecution, the judge agrees with Connor and says, listen here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put him in foster care. All right. I think did they say they would give him asylum? I wasn't quite sure if that's what the official word was, but we putting him in foster care, and we're gonna get his mental checked out. All right. After they get out of court, Hector want to see his mom. Like, where's my mama? And Connor tells Steen to tell him that, you know what, he gonna see his mama real soon, because he gonna get the mama asylum. And I was just like, now, Connor, listen, you ain't got kids, but you can't be promising these kids shit. Hell, your ass might be in jail in a couple of weeks. So why you telling this boy this? But Steen tells him, you gonna see your mom real soon. Now, baby, real nice nigga got his foot, like I said, on all these bitches' necks. Now he looking at Gigi mama, and he tells Annalise that she talking to the FBI. Right? And Annalise done had enough. Enough. Okay, so she take it on down to Gigi mama house, and she said, listen here, girl. Your son killed your man back in the day. And she said, oh, you must really be desperate now. Now you lying? Annalise was like, no, I'm not lying. I'm following your lead. Okay, was you talking to the FBI? Are you wearing a wire right now? Because if you are, and I just told you that your son killed your man, then it seems like you probably have a whole bunch of other problems on your hands right now. God only knows what they will do to him. You know how Annalise love to get in people's heads. She's perfect at it. Gigi mama looked like you can see she chipping away at her a little bit. She was like, girl, why don't you just go on back to Chicago? I mean, you down here, you mad at me for what? Stealing your man 25 years ago? Get over it. I mean, fuck, he's dead. Don't nobody have him right now. Gigi mama said, well, listen, life has been terrible since he left. She fancies Sam as her soulmate. He made her feel like magic. He looked at her when other people were calling her ugly. He looked at her like she was beautiful. He called her beautiful. Sam would always fill her head with all of this. And then all of a sudden, Annalise came into the picture. Annalise was like, girl, I saw you and Sam together. I remember the way he looked at you and smiled, okay? Then he looked over at me and smiled the exact same way. And how about I was his patient, okay? So he shouldn't even been fucking around with me. But, yeah, he came on over my way, too. Made me feel like magic, told me I was beautiful, all of that, okay? Girl, we got sold a bill of goods. Bad goods. Now, while he off rotting in some grave, you got two dark-skinned sisters sitting up here fighting over the same damn lie. So she was just like, girl, don't even be worrying yourself to death over that man. I said, boy, that Sam must have been something. He had the sauce for real, didn't he? He had everybody going crazy. Bonnie, the young girl, what was her name? The first one, Natalie or whatever that he killed. Natasha, Natalie, Annalise, his gorgeous gay mama. I mean, just everybody. Now, the time has come that, Miss Winterbottom gets her ass fired. And of course it's because she made up this damn file. She tells the people that she was trying to put some pressure on gorgeous gay mama because, she felt like maybe she knew some information about Ron. She had to throw that in there, get the crying fake tears or whatever. She was just trying to find out some more information. She's so sorry. What can she do to change this? They was like, nothing. You can pack your shit. You fired, effective immediately. I said, well, damn, that didn't last long. But I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? Bonnie didn't never fit down there. She too, Bonnie works well. She blossoms the most when she works outside of the confines of the law. Okay, that place was restricting her. And then we get to the last 5 minutes or so when shit speeds up real quick and it gets stressful. So here we go. So first we go and see fine ass Frank. He goes to the bank, and of course he's now Wes. He has his identification. So let me get in that box. Hey, sir. By the way, who was the last person that came in here and when did they come? They said, oh, okay, yeah, that would be Laurel and her eyebrows, and it was just 3 days ago. I said, you see there? The bitch is right around the corner. Y'all sitting up here stressed out, crying, looking for, you can't breathe, can't eat, can't talk, and the bitch is right around the fucking corner. She probably across the street looking at you right now. You ought to feel like shit, fine ass Frank. I bet you she wouldn't do this to Wes. And speaking of Wes, now I'm wondering if the nigga's dead. People been saying it for years that, Wes might not be dead. And I was like, no, he was burnt to a fucking crisp. But when you got that kind of money, maybe we could act like he ain't dead. And he might have ran off with Laurel and her eyebrows and her son. Who knows? Then we see Michaela. She shows up at Annalise's house and she's crying. Did you know? Annalise was like, did I know what? Did you know about my dad? Yeah, I found out about my dad. He was in upstate New York and I went there and he died a year ago. He had a stroke and I was too late and you didn't tell me and it's because of you. He's gone. I'll never talk to him. It's all your fault. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I hate you. She all up in Annalise's face like this. Annalise was looking like, bitch, okay now. I'ma just, what you fixing to do? Well, she starts crying and falls into Annalise's arms. You know, I hate you. And Annalise was like, get in fucking line. Everybody hates me. I hate me. What you want me to do? And then finally it flashes to the funeral scene again. At least we see Annalise's picture on the wreath. And next we see Michaela. Oh, Michaela's been arrested. She's in the dark. Yeah, apparently they ain't got lights down at the FBI office either. She's all fussing, you know, she was unlawfully arrested and she wants to, you know, she needs to get out of here and she's gonna sue and all this. And they was like, girl, you can stop all that fronting, okay? There's no future in it. Listen, we got the damn murder weapon. Your fingerprints is all over it. They show a picture of it. I was like, what the fuck is that? I mean, I had to look at it like 5 or 6 times, but it's the end of the poker. And it's all bloody and everything. And she looks down at it, and then she looks back up at them, and she says, I want my lawyer. I said, girl, I sure hope you didn't kill Annalise, because really it looked like Annalise is probably the only one that can get you out of this mess right now. All right, rock stars, that's it. Let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.